Hey y'all, this is the part 2 you've been waiting for, so you can find out the last 2 pillars of Steph's system. And keep watching till the end so you can see my detailed results after doing this system for 1 whole month. Now, if you didn't see the first part of this series, you can either click here now and then come on back and watch this video, or you can wait until the end of this video where I'll post another link to that first one. You've got to see the first part so that you can have all the details about the first 2 pillars. Let's get into it. So pillar number 3 is really an easy one, and that is the water. Hydration. We have to drink, and what I did was drink 64 ounces of water every day. Well, let's say I tried to drink 64 ounces of water every day. This is one thing that I did not track consistently, so I can't really say for sure if I did it. I'm pretty sure I did. This is my transparency moment. It's easier for me to drink 64 ounces of water when I'm sitting at work at my desk. At home and on the weekends, it's just a little bit more difficult. I have my water bottle, which is this. You can see it's not even filled up, or there's no water in it. That's pretty bad. Yeah, but it's been a busy day, and I know I'm going to drink a lot of water this evening with dinner. So 64 ounces is a half a gallon. So if we do just that, that is enough for this weight loss program. So that segues into pillar number 4, which is keto-inspired low-carb meals and snacks. Okay, so yeah, I fasted all day, so now I'm trying to figure out, what can I eat? What can we eat? So the good news is we are not counting calories. That I have done before, and it is a pain, a royal pain. So we are not doing that, but we are counting carbs. And so that requires you to know a little bit about reading your nutrition labels, which we will get into in another episode. We are not counting calories, and there is no set food plan, because you can eat, I want to say whatever you want, but you can eat foods that you like, but there are guidelines that we have to follow. The eating guidelines are keto-inspired, low-carb. If you haven't heard of the ketogenic diet, it basically is a low-carb, high-fat diet that is designed to put your body into a state of ketosis. Now, a ketogenic diet requires that you consume low carbohydrates, high fat, and moderate protein. The system that I use is inspired by keto because I just focus on the low carb. I don't pay any attention to how much protein and how much fat, because I feel like that's just going to fall into place. I do not eat on humongous plates, I must say, but because I don't count calories, you still have to be mindful of how much you're eating, you know, not piling up mountains of food on your plate just because you didn't eat all day. Sometimes we might be tempted to do that, but you'll be surprised that moderate amount of food with all the water and everything that you're drinking, and protein is satiating also. So the protein and the fat, both of those things will fill you up and make you feel satisfied. You won't feel like you have to eat mountains of food. We have all kinds of good things we can choose from. Things like pan-seared salmon with those Chinese string beans, you know, the ones that they have in the little buffet at the Chinese restaurants. And I'm going to share all of these recipes with you guys, and I'm going to show you how I make it. Oh yeah, and then we have air-fried chicken legs and air-fried chicken wings. We've got deviled eggs on the dinner menu, broccoli with cheese. all kinds of things, guys, and everything is so good. If you've gotten any value out of this video at all, please like and subscribe. And also, if you have any questions, drop me a comment. If you're on your weight loss journey, anything you want to share, anything you want to ask. The app I use is called the Lose It app. They have it for Android and the iPhone, and I'm going to drop the link to it down in the description. I use that app, and I'm going to show you here. You can scan food items on the barcode, and it will show you everything, all the nutrition information. But we're only looking for carbs. The other, I do use the paid version of this app because when I first started with this system, I wanted to plan my meals ahead. And if you have the free version, they only let you record numbers for that specific day. The other thing I like about this app is that you can record your weight. Every day I weigh myself, and I like to put it in the app because they have a graph and that shows you how your weight loss progress is coming. I also use this one sometimes to track my water intake, but I haven't been consistent enough with doing that, so I'm going to get better at that. Here are my results for the 4-week period of September 11th to October 11th. My starting weight on September 11th was 158.2. September 18th, I weighed in at 154.6, down 3.6 pounds. October 2nd, 149.8 pounds, down 4.8. On October 11th, 145.4 pounds, down 4.4 pounds. And that was a total weight loss for the month of 12.8 pounds. Y'all, I was ecstatic. I was so happy. And guess what? Really, that's very close to what they say is a healthy weight loss. I think that they say 1 to 2 pounds, but this is a little better than that, but I'd rather do it this way than some crazy extreme way that I've seen some people doing. Now, transparency time. This system is not always easy. It's simple, but it's not always easy. There are definitely some challenges, as with any weight loss program. I think the biggest challenge to overcome is the hunger part. So one thing that I like to think about when I get hungry is to reframe my mindset to think of hunger in this way. Hungry is where the good stuff happens. And the good stuff is fat burning, because your body is in a state of ketosis. Once you've fasted for all that time and you haven't put any carbs in your system, you haven't spiked your insulin has stayed low for all those hours, and then it's time to eat, you still don't put a whole lot of carbs back in, then that's what gets you into that state of ketosis, and that's when you're in that fat burning mode. And so when I feel hunger pains, I'm like, okay, that's that fat burning going on. That hungry, I'm hungry, but that's when the good stuff is happening. Hungry is where the good stuff happens. Hungry is when my fat is being burned off. That's where your body gets your energy from when you're not putting more energy in. So just remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. Yes, we have these goals. We want to meet our goals, but own that we are not perfect. And there's going to be some days where it just doesn't happen, but you got to pick yourself up and do it again the next day. Try your hardest the next day. Dedication and determination and consistency equals results. I want to hear your stories, your struggles, and your wins. So please drop a comment below for me and I will respond. And if you're like me and you like to know how and why something really works, stay tuned for the next video when I delve all the way into how intermittent fasting really works behind the scenes in our bodies and why it's a good thing and the benefits of intermittent fasting. And remember, keep going, because the only way to get to our goals is by taking one step at a time. Let's get to stepping.